Great news, no one expected this. The Gunners went crazy with this news, but before we go into all the details, if you are new to the channel, subscribe and leave your like, that way you will always be informed with the main football news. Arsenal club, thank you. Mikel Arteta shares injury updates on Odegaard and Saka ahead of Arsenal's clash with Bayern Munich. The latest news from Arsenal before the Champions League showdown against Bayern Munich, with Mikel Arteta providing updates on Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka's injuries. Mikel Arteta has given updates on Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka's injuries ahead of Arsenal's clash with Bayern Munich in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. The Gunners' captain was withdrawn in the dying moments of the defeat to Aston Villa, with Arteta later admitting it was due to a possible injury. After the game, he told Sky Sports, he had an issue, that's why he was taken off. When asked again in the post-match press conference, Arteta said, he was feeling something. Despite the concerns, Odegaard was seen training with the team at London Coney on Tuesday, easing some worries about his fitness. Saka was also spotted limping in the latter stages against Villa, and Arteta has now been asked for updates on the influential duo. On Tuesday, he said, yes, I hope they are fit. Today we only had less than 48 hours to recover. We trained very little. We will assess them and see how they are. Given that Saka and Odegaard participated in training at London Coney, it seems likely that both will start against Bayern at the Allianz Arena. Elsewhere, Jorginho's return to the starting 11 is also expected, with Kai Havertz being pushed back into the lead role. As for Bayern, Thomas Tuchel is dealing with a string of injury issues but confirmed that a key duo will be present. Manuel Neuer can play, and Leroy Sane can play if he grits his teeth. Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman are not available, so Leroy has to grit his teeth. During the press conference, Tuchel also addressed how he believes his team can win the tie. We need everything, he said. The same dedication, passion, team effort, tactical discipline. The same as in the first leg. We hope to have the same atmosphere that the fans in London managed to create. That can boost the team. It's important for every fan to be ready to support the team. We need that to give that extra percentage to beat Arsenal. Mikel Arteta faces a crucial decision at Arsenal following Bayern's new injury setback after Thomas Tuchel's admission. Arteta should be encouraged by Thomas Tuchel's latest injury at Bayern Munich ahead of the Champions League quarter-final second leg clash. Arsenal travels to Germany to take on Bayern Munich on Wednesday with almost all players available, contrasting sharply with the German team still reeling from their weekend loss that handed the title to Bayer Leverkusen. Martin Odegaard was involved in Arsenal's training session as Football.London observed the open session. Jurrien Timber was also present but is not expected to be part of the fully fit squad. Thomas Tuchel spoke to the media ahead of Arsenal's clash with their European rivals, ruling out two important wingers as expected but also providing some concerning news, at least from Bayern's perspective, about the remaining natural winger in his team. However, he did mention that Manuel Neuer would return after Sven Ulreich started over the weekend. Manu can play, he said. Leroy Sane can play, but he has to grit his teeth, as he has done in recent weeks. Sane was excellent against Arsenal. His pace behind deceived Jakub Kiwior completely, earning a penalty after being fouled by William Saliba. If he is indeed playing through issues, that's something Arsenal's left-back should target. Sane's ability to run behind, or perhaps more importantly, cover the entire field repeatedly in defense for his team, may be somewhat mitigated by this. Arteta has three possible options for the game. Oleksandr Zinchenko was closely scrutinized for his performance against Aston Villa. That said, he had a positive impact in the first leg against Munich, coming on at halftime. Kiwior started in North London and was turned and beaten several times in the first half, prompting Arteta to make the change midway through. Will he be thrown back in? Perhaps, against a less than perfect Sane. Lastly, there's likely the popular choice, Takahiro Tomiyasu. A more defensive option with greater experience in the Arsenal shirt than Kiwior in that position and who nullified Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez in that role last season. What Arsenal lacks is the more traditional fullback who can cover ground like a fullback would. Arteta needs to be tactically perfect on Wednesday night, and that can only be achieved through meticulous selection and a strict strategy. And if you follow our channel, you already know that we are bringing the most exclusive news to the forefront every day, and if you are new here, don't miss out and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. Thank you.